And what did she get? That soldier's wife from Oslo across the Sound. From Oslo she got a collar of fur. It makes quite a stir, a collar of fur.
I'm standing here in front of the Neue Gallery in New York City, home of Cafe Sabarsky, where I was honored to perform the world premiere of a new show, Will There Still Be Singing? A Hanns Eisler Cabaret. I first came to know the songs of Hanns Eisler through my association with Eric Bentley, the worldwide authority on Bertolt Brecht, whom I'd written to asking for his advice on a show I intended to create of Kurt Weill songs. And you can imagine my surprise when the 94-year-old Eric Bentley wrote me back, and his suggestion was furthermore not to sing the songs of Kurt Weill, but instead to sing the songs of Hanns Eisler.
Where did she get that soldier's wife from Oslo across the Sound? From Oslo she got a collar of fur. It makes quite a stir, a collar of fur. She got one from Oslo across the Sound.
What attracted me to these songs is both the poetry of Bertolt Brecht, having to do with dark times. Brecht's insights are so, I don't know, to the bone. They cut to the bone. And I feel that they speak to our time now, that we are in dark times. But you couple that with Hanns Eisler, whose music is lyrical and ruthlessly unsentimental, and the combination is very different than Kurt Weill and Bertolt Brecht. There's something chilling about the words and the music, absolutely chilling and infectious, and that's what happened when I started exploring the song repertoire. I found myself infected by Hanns Eisler.
Some of the challenges of playing Eisler's music, I think for any pianist in particular on these songs, is the fact that he is so multifaceted. He is completely at home, being comfortable in the classical world, then becoming a Broadway-style writer, then becoming an in-between. He writes something that sounds like Camp Town. He writes something that sounds like blues jazz, and then he writes something that sounds like you were listening to it on stage in Carnegie Hall.
Oh, little box I carried in my flight, so as not to break the radio tune.
He kind of went beyond Schoenberg, or sort of applied Schoenberg, but not in a rigid way, but in a more flexible way that made this for this extended tonality, which is chilling and so expressive and unsentimental. You have to somehow go into the darkness of the material, or if it's a song from a play, the darkness of the character or that world, and somehow just report on it, but not report on it as if you are uninterested or unaffected by it. It's as if you stepped out of the horror of your situation to tell us about it without somehow being in it.
Who will be borne up by the flood in which we went down? Remember when you speak of our weakness, the dark time.
That's what I would like the audience to take from this, is to be pierced, to be chilled to the bone.
My son, I gave you the jackboots and the brown shirt came from me. But had I known what I now know, I'd have hanged myself. I'd have hanged myself from a tree. And